Hi everybody, welcome to my hillside urban garden. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I do a lot of container planting, but the plants can usually only stay in the container maybe a couple of seasons. They get very root bound. So I try to repurpose as many as I can. So I'll go plant them out in the landscape, or I'll try to include them in another container planting down the line if I can get them out with a good root system. So today that's what we're going to do. I'm going to replant this cascading begonia. Yeah, it does look a little peaked, but with some fertilizer and good placement and some new soil, it's going to really make all the difference for this one. And I kept the tag for this one. It needs part shade to shade. So I've got a nice place over by my pond that I'm going to put this, and it's going to cascade these beautiful, I think they're pink or orange flowers down. I have one on my front porch. I'll put a picture of what it's going to look like right up top there. So let's get started. So I dug this out of one of my containers from last year, and I was able, I thought, to get some pretty good roots, and I've been having to water it like almost every day. So I thought now it's time to actually get it planted. So I picked up a pot that's got a wide mouth because there's a pretty wide root system on the top there, and it's got a place for the roots to grow. I in particular to terracotta pots, I really like them. And I like when they have a little bit of color on them. The patina kind of makes it kind of old world looking. So we'll do this one, and we'll put a saucer underneath. And always the first thing that we want to do is you want to clean your pots. So just take the brush, just clean it out. So you got all the spiders and stuff out. Same for the saucer. Just go ahead and your brush around there. There you go. So that's going to go under here. So we're going to have our potting mix over here. And I always add water to my potting mix, because it may look moist in the bag, but it's really not. You got to add water, mix it up really good, kind of like, like you're making a cake or something. Get your trowel in there and kind of slice it away, and make sure that it's nice and moist. Not wet, but but moist. You can see it here. It kind of holds together, but not a lot. So I'm going to fill it up probably an inch from the top, and that actually might be a little bit much. I might take some out because you can see we've got quite a bit of soil here. So I think actually that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so remember, you can always take stuff out. You put too much in, take some out. So let me kind of make a little bowl in here for it. And I'm actually going to give it a little bit of water. Give it a second to kind of go in a little bit, and that kind of helps with shock. This poor thing has already been dug up already. And typically, this is a perfect opportunity to kind of go through here and kind of take off kind of the little dead pieces and stuff like that. Here's a big dead piece. So we can do it now, or we can also do it once we have it in the pot. In this particular, this is a really kind of a fragile plant if you're handling it a lot. So I'm actually going to wait until after we get it potted, and then I'm going to go through and clean it up, because I may lose some pieces as I'm doing the planting. But if you do, don't worry, because either you can try to put those in the ground to see if they'll grow, or you can just, it'll just start growing for where the piece fell off. So we'll leave these on for right now. So I'm going to make a little V sign here, and I'm going to put my hands at the base of the plant right here, just like when we do the pots. We're going to turn it over, give it a couple pats, and then it comes right out. There you go. So I really can't see any roots. I think that begonias kind of have like a mass, almost like a bulb in there. So I'm just going to take this, take a little bit of the soil out around it. Looks like I need to take some more. And we'll just put it in here. Press it in a little bit. Make sure we don't have any gap at the bottom. A little more soil. Now all I'm trying to do right here for myself, you can place it however you want. You can do this so it maybe cascades it a little bit more. This plant will kind of grow up and go down, because it also tells you on the tags what the growth habit is. How tall does it get? Does it cascade? Does it grow uprise? So always read the tags, and you can know how to place your plants the way you want. And I'm just going to fill it in here around here. My soil here already has some slow release fertilizer in it, so I do not need to add any. Just gonna place in this. And what I'm doing is you can kind of feel where the soil kind of gives, which means it's still kind of going down. There's a little air pocket there. I'm not pressing hard. I'm just giving it just a little bit of a little snug tug right there. The hardest part is really under those leaves that are falling over there. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a mess, but our brush will just take it right off. That looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my brush, just clean it up a bit. Oh, got some in the saucer, so we'll just turn it over, get it out. Oh, there we go. That looks pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is that give it a little bit of water, give it a good drink. Now this plant takes shade to part shade. Not part sun, but part shade. So I got a good spot over by my pond that we're going to put it. It gets shade really about all day, but it gets a little bit of bright sun in the morning, but still has some shade on it. Now, yeah, I know this looks a little peaked, but you could go through and take off the leaves that are not appealing to you, and it will be perfectly fine. And I'm debating, I think I'll just keep these on here for now. Why not? They've got some flowers. Looks like some flowers are kind of starting, what'll be nice. We'll just take off some of this dead. I didn't lose too much, which was pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and place this over by the pond, and I'll put a picture of its location at the end. And I might even decorate it up a little bit. I've got some rocks here. So it's always an opportunity if you want to put some rocks and stuff in here to kind of, especially this is going to be in a spot where people are going to see it all the time. I might do a little bit of decorating. We'll see. So thanks for watching the video today. So if you have some plants or some containers that you can rescue some of the plants out of and repurpose them for this year, like a begonia that comes back every year, go ahead and do that. Give it a shot. If it doesn't work, you're not really out anything, but you may have a plant that can last you for years this way. So go out and give it a try. Again, thanks for watching the video today, and always remember that when you're working out in the garden, to be safe, always wear your hat and your sunscreen. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye-bye.